Hey guys! So if you don't know me, my name is Ashley and this is my show and tell. It is a podcast, you can say. It's yarn related and craft related because I do more than just knit and crochet. So um, the first things I'm going to show you are my finished objects. And before that, I want to thank you if you're a new viewer, and if not, thank you for watching. If you're just a regular viewer, just thank you for watching my videos. It's very appreciated, and I hope you like whatever I have to show you here. I have social media. All the links are going to be in the description box below my video. I'm usually more active on Instagram more than even Facebook and Ravelry. So if you want to follow me there and watch some of the items I have finished or I'm working on, you can go ahead and do that. So the first thing I'm going to show you is my ex-boyfriend shawl. I finished my ex-boyfriend shawl. Look how pretty. So I was wearing it, but as you can see, it's really long and beautiful. I think that I have told you that this is a yarn in my other videos that I bought on Joann's for $7 in a bag. The mystery yarns they sell in a bag, and plus I used a coupon because it's usually they don't put that on sale. So I finished my ex-boyfriend shawl. And it's so pretty. It recommends you to do the surprisingly stretchy bind off. So I did that here, so it's pretty stretchy. And yeah, I think it is as long as the pattern recommends. Yeah, I'm just gonna wear it here. Put it on, back on, and I think this yarn is a no-roll yarn because again it was a mystery yarn, so I really don't know the brand name of the yarn. So in other videos I have told you I don't drink tea, but here you are. I'm drinking tea because I can't eat while I'm doing the videos because my tummy gets crazy. So, and it's early in the morning. I'm just drinking some positive energy tea. I need positive energy. So, in other things I have finished, I finished this hat. This hat, I wrote a pattern. It is called Make It Your Own Hat. Because I did it in variegated yarn here, and I did a brim here in the teal kind of color here. But really you can stripe this hat. You can I don't know, you can even do some designs on it, like Fair Isle stuff. It depends. It's whatever you want to design it, and it's a woman's size hat. It's I don't know, you can change the needles and make it a bigger size hat, but I use for the pattern a smaller needle size for the brim and a bigger size for the top of the hat, the body of the hat, you can say. And I really like it. I designed it with the X on the top. It's like a 4 closing way here with a knit 2 together, knit 2 tug, and a knit in the center, and then a slip knit. And it is so pretty. I love that X because I was looking for a simple knitted hat pattern because I couldn't find any on Ravelry as usually happens. They are simple, but you have to pay for them, or they are simple, but they have really ugly finishes in the top. It's all bunched up and not appealing at all. I am making hats to donate to cancer patients. I don't want to give them ugly topped hats with like bulging things on the top that I don't like. So I designed it like this, and it lays really flat and really nice. It's almost kind of like a store-bought hat, the finishing, you know. And this pattern is really good for scrap yarn. All of this is scrap yarn. This is some scrap I had it. So the pattern says repeat for at least 6 times here, but you can do it however you want. If you want a really long brim, if you want a fold over brim, you do it as you desire. You make it your own, as the pattern says. If you want to slouchy, you keep knitting the body as long as you want, and then you do the decreases for the top. It's however you want to make it. Really, it's a really good pattern, and it's free. It is on my Ravelry page. It is on Ravelry, not my Ravelry page, but it is on my Ravelry. You can find it. It's called Make It Your Own Hat. So go ahead and make it your own. This is a 2x2 ribbon, as the pattern suggests. I had some flaws. I fixed them out because I wrote the pattern in a hurry and I posted it, and you know, me and my crazy life. So I fixed it. It's ready to go. Okay, I tried it again. So I made a second one to test my own pattern and see if I was doing the counts right, if, you know, whatever. Sorry, my tummy's rumbling. So this is the second one I knitted, and this one is a 1x1 ribbon, here on the brim. And I think I did how the pattern suggests, because that one I did a little bit longer because I wanted to use all the yarn I had left of that blue one. But here is the other one here, and this one is a 1x1 ribbing that I do tell you in the pattern you can do it like this if you desire. But the body is the same. I'm gonna show you if it is possible here. Okay, here the slip knit, I do tell you in the instructions of the abbreviations. Sorry, that word is really hard for me. English is my second language, so my English is not very good. So here I accidentally did the slip knit, and I slip knitwise both of them. So I do tell you that because I like to do this. I like to slip one knitwise, and the second loop I like to slip it purlwise. That gives it a flatter look. You won't have like a twist. I have a twist right here because I slip knitwise both times. The second one I do it purlwise. The second loop I slip it purlwise, and it lays it flat. You don't have like a twisty bump on top, and it looks pretty nice. So if you're doing this hat, please do the slip in the second loop, slip it purlwise, and you have a very big difference, very big, on the results of your hat on the top of it. And the closing, it's like amazing, like really small and tight, and I love this pattern. That's why I knitted two of these. Just one to test it out, one because I made it and I didn't count. I did it like randomly, and then I put some numbers there. If you know me, you know how random I can be. The other thing, let me drink some more tea. Oh, and this is a Doctor Who mug. I borrowed it from my husband because I don't have fancy cute mugs, which I need to buy a mug for myself. It's sad. Let me show you a hoe, if you can call it a hoe. It is my 2-hoop cardigan. It still has yarn attached, but it is a hoe. I think it is, because you're supposed to leave the neck piece in a scrap yarn or holding on something, just holding it on something. This is cotton yarn I put it on, but I can say I'm finished with the back piece. Yay! So now I started the left panel piece, and the fabric, it's amazing. I think I did the arms just 9, not 9.5, just 9. 9.5 was a little bit too much for me. I got tired and I get bored easily. So it is a featherweight cardigan. It is I am knitting it with a DK yarn, and it is a merino microfiber acrylic blend from craft yarn. It's a Ag Mizrahi by Premiers. Mizrahi. Yeah, I think that's his name. I'm really bad at pronouncing stuff. And here is the other bowl here with the left front panel. Not a lot of progress. I'm still in the ribbing. I get tired of doing ribbing. So tedious. So that is what is in my Doctor Who project bag. The other thing that is this one is a work in progress. That one was a hoe and a work in progress. This one is a work in progress. These are my simple vanilla socks. Well, should I show you this? No, I'm gonna show you this after the other one. Sorry, my bad. So the other thing I'm working on, because that one includes something I purchased, so then I can jump to the purchase thing. So the other thing I'm working on is another make it your own hat, but this one is a youth or teen size hat. It's for a 9-year-old, so I think it's gonna be okay. I'm making it completely lime green. Completely lime green. Ooh, my stitch marker. My stitch marker. It's a piece of scrap yarn. Why? Because I have stitch markers, but I use them and they give me a really bad ladder. Don't know why, but when I use yarn, I don't have the ladder problem. This is my favorite one, just scrap yarn, favorite stitch marker ever. So I'm making it lime green, the make it your own hat youth size, which I don't have a pattern for. I don't know if I'm gonna make one. It's you know, it's smaller. It is 76 stitches cast on, so you know, if you want to make it. I'm gonna make it lime green because it's going to be a creeper hat for the little girl. And if you don't know what is a creeper, is a character from Minecraft, one of the bad creatures that there is in the game. I'm gonna make it completely lime green, and then I am going to do a duplicate stitch for the face, and I'm going to do some duplicate stitch darker greens and browns around the hat, so it looks more squarey and pixel like the character is in the game. I'm using Red Heart Super Saver for this one. I think in the color spring green, something like that. It is spring green, but I don't have the label on the yarn right now. And but I'm going to do that, and I might not have a finished object of this hat. I might have just a picture, but you know, I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna put it here, and I'm gonna put it on Instagram once I finished it off. Because her birthday is Saturday and today is Friday, so it's tomorrow. So I can't give you an update picture. I can give you a finished picture, but not really the item. At least I'm showing it now. And I did cast it on with a 2x2 ribbing, and 76 stitches cast on. So you know, if you want to make it youth size, then make it your own hat. Something else I finished before I show you my socks, my vanilla socks. It is the Ike's hat by Petra Breakstone. You can find it on my projects on Ravelry, or go on Ravelry and search for the AIX hat, AIX hat. This one is the child's size. It is so pretty. I test knitted a hat for her. This is the test knit I was working on that I cast it on. I finished it. That's why I didn't make a video too, because I wanted to finish this because I had a deadline. It is really simple to make. It's a 2-part hat. Change colors here. I just wanted to make it like the pattern said. And it gives it such a beautiful detail. And it's really light because it's knitted in stock weight yarn, or one weight yarn. So for the blue part, I used fingering weight. Yeah, it uses fingering weight. So it is, what is it? Gloss fingering in the color Tranquil by Knit Picks. That's the bluish green that I told you I bought it for that reason. Well, I didn't buy it for that reason, but I used it for that. And then for the top of it, right here, I use Sock Ease from Lion brand in the color, where's the color? Grape Soda. That's the color. That is one of my purchases because I didn't have that yarn, but I have a bunch of it left. Right here, the Grape Soda, and it is $10, and it's a lot of it. It's okay for the price. I used a 40% off coupon for that, and I bought it on Michaels. So that one is 75% wool and 25% nylon. So, and the other one, I'm not going to show you the blue one because it's right here, and I did dye it. Not really dye it, just speckled it, and it looks different now. So, but I told you the name of it. And the top of the hat is knitted from, it's not done from the bottom up as usually hats are. It is done from the tippy top right here to the bottom. And then you block all the pieces and you sew them together. If you don't like sewing, it's okay. But you sew it, so it's so easy to sew on. She gives you so much instructions and such detail that you can just, you know, work it up pretty easy, and it's not tedious sewing that you're gonna be sewing forever. You sew it in seconds, just really fast. I do have ladders. Why? Because I'm really bad using double pointed needles. Jesus. I have a few ladders here and there, but I did get the measurements right, the gauge and everything. So it's my bad. I have seen other people's finished objects and they do not have ladders. That is not the pattern. That is the person that's working with the pattern, so it's my fault. But it is a purchase pattern, so if you want it, I think it's $5. I'm not sure, but you can go ahead and check the Ajax hat and knit it up, and it comes in all sizes, child, women's, and men's, and it's really light, so if you like wearing hats on summer, you can knit it up, and it's really light hat. My daughter loves it. You should see, you can go to my projects and see the finished hat and see my daughter wearing it. And if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen pictures of her wearing the hat, and she still wears it around the house because she loves hats. So now to my whip with the purchase. I have another purchase. I'll get it later. Don't worry. I will. So, okay. Remember the socks. The Regia socks with Peyton's Croy sock that I am knitting up somewhere, somehow. One day I will finish them. I promise you I will. I'm not getting like bad sock regret or anything. I love knitting these socks. Progress, I'm already in the heel. If you follow me on Instagram, you might see this picture, and that's how it stayed right there. Why? Because I have a 3-year-old, and this part was easy breezy, all this easy breezy, but once I get to the heel, I need super extra concentrations, and every time I'm doing the flap heel, so I'm not doing the fish lips kiss heel that everybody does for the colors, because I am doing the heel in just a flap with the dark gray here, the Peyton's Croy. So when it comes to that, there's slip knit, slip knit, slip knit, slip knit, slip knit. And what happens? I have to say that. I have to say it out loud. Because if I don't, I will mess it up. I will F it up really bad. Not to say the real word, but yeah. I have to, every time I do the purl part, it's fine. But every time I come to the front part and I have to say it, and if somebody talks to me or my daughter asks me any questions, I just messed it up. It's gone. So I want to be like super extra concentrated, that I don't have to cook, I don't have to do anything, I don't have to work. So I might work on this on Mother's Day, Sunday, or Monday. For the sock, but I have gotten a lot of progress. Here's my progress keeper, and you can see here's flap starting here for the heel. So I'm really amazed. And what did I purchase? What is the difference? Last time they were on double pointed, so I switched them to Magic Loop. First time working with Magic Loop. I am doing okay. I didn't get any ladders. As you can see, I had a lot of progress here with the Magic Loop. So I don't have any ladders in this part right here. So I'm really pleased. So I'm doing it right. I'm doing the Magic Loop right. And these ones are Haya Sharps in a 2.5 millimeter size, or US 1.5 in a 40-inch cable, or 100 centimeters. So it brings you a little stitch marker here. Oh, my camera and light outside, it's like, oh, freaking out. But it has a little stitch marker there. I put the other bamboo needles here. These ones are cheap needles you can get on eBay. If you're a new knitter and you want to try it out, I really recommend the double pointed needles from eBay. They're like $3 or less than that for a whole set of different size. I think but I do recommend not the regular bamboo. I got the different ones. You can put a double pointed or knitting needles, bamboo knitting needles, and they will show up. But look for the ones that are like dark brown, because the bamboo ones are really grippy and these ones are more smooth. Yes, I had problems with one size, and then I noticed I had another pair. My phone is ringing. I had another pair of that same size, but I did buy Knitter's Pride, so whatever. These needles, I bought them at the Loopy U and they cost me $8.95. Their quality, they're really good. They're slick. They're nice and sharp and pointy, as they say. They're nice and sharp and pointy, and they are really good. And I'm liking the magic loop technique thing. Yeah, the cable gets in my way, but it's okay. I can work with it. I was really freaking out because how do I do the flap with a magic loop, and then how do I cast on the stitches after I finish the flap? I was freaking out, but then I saw a video and it was like, oh, it's the same thing. Oh, it's pretty simple. I can do that. So I'm doing it. I'm working on it. So that is a purchase. I did purchase 2 needles in 2 different sizes. I returned them and bought that needle. And I'm going to show you the other things I bought. So I returned those 2 needles. I had $18 in the store. They are in the store, you know, just there, just in the store. Because they don't return cash, but they give you like a credit. Yeah, store credit. I had $18 and something cents in store credit. So I decided to buy this. And this, what is this beautiful skein or hank of yarn? It's super squishy and soft. It's Heritage Cascade Yarns stock yarn. So it's 75% merino superwash and 25% nylon. It is in the color 5639. So pretty. It is coming the accurate color. It's like a chocolate color. It is so pretty. Why did I buy this? It cost me $11, if you want to know. It has how many yards? It has 437 yards or 400 meters. It is 100 grams or 3.5 ounces. So I believe for that quantity of yarn, it is a super mega awesome price for it. $11. Yes, it's worth it. It has a lot of yardage. It's I thought of it like it has a lot of yardage. I'm going to use it to make a shawl. I have the pattern. It's the shawl from Hue Loco. She gave a 2-day free, no, 2-day? No, it was a 2-day, 72 hours free pattern for her new shawl pattern. So I had to buy this because I already have the Knit Picks gloss one. So this one is in that color Tranquil, but I speckled it with some red and the yarn is already green. So Jesus, focus camera. Less shiny. So I speckled it with some red because the yarn is already green and I looked how to get brown. So it gave it the exact brown color that my brown yarn has. And I did like get a yarn and had the store that looked just like this and match it up with all the colors of this brand because it was the one I could afford, because the rest were like 25, 35, you know. When I have the money, I'm gonna buy it. And that shawl is for me, so that's why I spend money on this yarn. Usually people don't say how much things cost, but I am a charity knitter. I am a cheapo. I like craft yarn, not luxury awesome yarn, you know. And whatever I have left, I can knit up some socks or use it for heel, cuff, and toe. So it's all good. So I have this one, and I'm going to use this one for the body of the shawl, and then for she has like a little what's it called, garter stitch, I think it's a garter stitch, like a line, and then the end of the shawl, like a little part of it is different. After you finish the body of it, it has like the end of the shawl is different, so I'm gonna use this color to give it more contrast. And now that I speckled it, it's gonna be more matchy and it's gonna look more like it's supposed to be together. So yay. Even though this one is not machine washable, this one is super wash, I don't really care. It's gonna be a lot of difference. The thickness is the same. They are the same weight of yarn, and usually stuff like that you don't throw in the washer. No, I'm not. I'm gonna wash it by hand and use it very delicately, very lighted, and use it with like this, like a spaghetti strap, and just show it off and be all pretty. And yes, when I went to the shop, I wore my ex-boyfriend shawl. I had to wear something knitted, you know. I knit. Here you go. No, I'm not here just to see whatever you have, just to eye the store or whatever, because it's not the first time I have come to here. Let me stop with the blah blah. Talking too much. So in that same day, I purchased some sock blockers, and this is the extra large size. This one is just exclusive to their store. They have an online store. The LuPU has an online store that you can purchase them. I bought just the extra large and just 1 foot because I just knit one sock at a time, and I don't think I need to, because while I block one, I'm knitting the other one, and then I can take that one off and put the other one on. So, and I wanted to buy the medium size. That is the size for me, but they didn't have it. I guess everybody has a medium size. The medium size is a 7 to 9 foot size, I believe. And this one is the extra large. Is a 9 plus up size for men. So yeah, they have a giant. If you have never seen their store in person, they have a giant one, like right in the entrance, and it has names written all over it. It's so amazing. So this one is original. It's just, they just have it. I think they have an online store, and it is pretty flexible, and they sell wooden one too, but I wanted to go with the plastic one. I think it's gonna be better. I don't know. Woodens are really pretty. If they had the medium size one, I was gonna buy the medium size in wood, but they didn't have in either, no plastic or wood. So this one cost me $13. So I did spend like $38 on that store, just purchasing this, the hank of yarn, and the needle. Just those 3 things. Yeah. So remember, if you're going to a local yarn shop, it depends where it is, what they sell, and what's their price rate. But that store is in Fort Collins, Colorado, so it is 30 minutes away from my house. 38 minutes or 40 minutes, something like that, away from my house. But if it is for you, and you're gonna use the sock blocker, and you're going to like explode those needles, and the yarn is for you, and I can say those ones are Mother's Day's gift for myself. The yarn and the needles, so I gifted, it was a gift for me to me. So if you don't have the money, you don't have to buy expensive yarn. You can go to Joann's and try to find the bags with the nice yarn. Some of them people open them so you can touch exactly, and if you have any like knowledge of what is wool and what is not. If you're allergic to wool, stay with acrylic. There is very good acrylic. You know, I'm a cheapo. The loops and thread one is amazing if you don't like the Caron Simply Soft. Knit Picks has an acrylic one, acrylic line, 100% acrylic. That is really nice. Bernat, super value. It's really nice acrylic as well. The rougher acrylics are the Red Hearts and the crafty one from Michaels. I don't recommend that one. That one is this one, and it's pretty scratchy, but once you get it in the dryer, it soften up. It gets softened and fluffy, and it feels really nice. So don't get discouraged. If you're going to make a shawl, I know Michaels has a loops and thread brand that is called Wool-like or Woolish. No, it's Wool-like, and it is a one fingery weight yarn. They have a few colors, not a big variety. They don't have turquoise, or they have kind of like a chocolate brown, but you can knit up a shawl, and it's just $2.99. And if you have a 40% off coupon or a 25% off your entire purchase, you can buy that and knit up a beautiful shawl. And I was thinking to myself, I could buy, because they don't have like vibrant beautiful pinks and yellows, and they have a mustardy yellow, but they don't have those colors. If you want, I did a video on Rit Dye. If you want to Rit Dye more, if you want to have like a really vibrant color that they don't have, you can buy the white one and dye it with the Rit Dye more. They have a few, like a very very big selection of colors. They don't sell that ones on Michaels. They just sell it at Hobby Lobbies. It's the only place I have seen that dye. So, or check it online if you can find it there. So there's options, if you're allergic, there is so many options that you can knit up a shawl or something featherweight or with acrylic. So, and that acrylic is super nice. And I bought some of that acrylic that I'm talking about, but I don't have it here with me because it's a gift, and I already sent it off to the beautiful and lovely crochet.knit or Emily. So now I'm gonna talk about that. Stop. So, I'm going to talk about that, but still, just a second. So, when I bought the 2 needles I returned, I bought some fabric at the Luby, and these are the fabric that I have left, the pieces of it, because I did knit up a bag. And here they are. The other thing and I'm not sure if I showed them in some video before this one. So I did some sewing, and I did show you the fabric. I did sew that bag, but I can put a picture of it at the end of the video so you can see it. And then I have these little pants I sewed for my daughter, and these ones are not my daughter's because I made 2 of each. These ones are for her little cousin, and I made little pants. I had this yarn like 6 months ago or more. So this fabric, not yarn, fabric, like 6 months ago. And I did this little mermaid pants too. My daughter has a pair too. Now this ones are for cousin as well. So I sewed some bags and some pants, and it was like on eBay was these needle point protectors, and comparing them, it has the smaller ones too. I think I paid like $2 for this. Comparing them to the higher ones, the rubber is different. The high ones are sticky, and this ones are more soft and slicky, and then harder, and the higher ones are softer. But they work just fine for $2. What more can you ask? And I needed them because every time I start a project, I don't have nothing to protect them with, and I needed them. Yeah. So I'm talking. So I'm gonna take a quick break because my camera is running out of batteries, and I will be back with you. And the things the beautiful Emily gifted me. So I'll see you then. Purchased and did. And now for the gifts. So Emily did a shawl that she was struggling with the yarn, and she actually sent the yarn to me. So it's Downtown Abbey yarn collection. This one is Lady Mary. I don't see Downtown Abbey. I know it's a series and they have a bunch of memes of yarn stuff related. Like one is like with the stitch marker one. Sorry if I'm scratching my nose. And this one is a light 3-weight yarn, 3-ply yarn. But it is, how she said in her video, it is kind of like a braid, kind of like an I-cord, tiny I-cord, and it has sparkles in it. So she sent me the rest of it. It's 95% acrylic and 5% metallic. Yeah. It doesn't say Selena or whatever, but it's metallic, and it's from Premier Yarns. So with this one, I'm going to make a hat. I think I'm going to make not sure which one. When I do the hat, I'll let you know. It's gonna be a knitted hat, so it can match the beautiful shawl she made. And she sent it to me because I did tell her if she didn't want it in one of my videos that she could send it to me, and I would send her something back. So I did send her a few gifts, but I don't have them here. I sent them yesterday, and you know, it's a surprise. I don't want her to see my videos and be spoiled. I have a spoiler before she even gets stuff. Yeah, the fabric. Yeah, I made the bag with that fabric. But if you follow me on Instagram, you might see the bag, and some of the inside, it's a mystery because I didn't post any pictures on Instagram of the inside of the bag. So I might not put any pictures of the bags. If you want to see what I purchased and what I gifted, just go to her podcast, and if she does a video, or to her Instagram and she takes a picture, you might see it. If she wants to share it, you know. But this is the shawl that she gifted me. I'm not putting it on because it's super warm. I did try it on once I got my package. It felt like Christmas. I was so happy. I was super happy. I just expected the shawl, not even the yarn, and she did send me some other stuff and a beautiful letter. So this one is the Trillion shawl that she made. It is so beautiful. Like, I'm gonna wear this for summer, like for winter, like all the time. It is super warm and nice and beautiful. And then the other thing she said, she sent me that was a total surprise. It was this shawl as well. Oh, my shawl is falling off. It was this shawl, I think it's called the Navy Wings. It is beautiful. I think she knitted up with Deborah Norble yarn because I went to her projects. I think that's the yarn she used. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna put it on. I don't know how to use this one, but I'm gonna try. So, it is so pretty. I'm gonna do it like this. It is super pretty. I love it. I love all the peaks. It's beautiful. So this one is the Navy Wings. So if you follow her and watch her podcast, you can get this pattern, and it's so pretty and it's so lightweight. Plus that, she sent me 2 crochet hooks. So they both are 5.5 millimeters, but this one is Shiagu. And this one is Susan Bates bamboo handle crochet hook. I have never had one of these. I've been always curious to try one out. And especially this one. show you one. So happy, more hooks for my hook collection. Thank you, Emily, so much. Really, like, so excited, so exciting to receive gifts. I really, really loved everything you made me and gifted me, because, you know, that one, none of this you made for me, but you gifted me, and I feel really, like, my heart is really touched, and thank you so much. So what else do I have to tell you? So I'm gonna finish that. I'm going to keep working on my things, my socks, and my cardigan. See if I finish it any day soon. I hope not to purchase any more yarn. I think I have enough for now. So I'm gonna go again with a not buying yarn kind of thing. Like, because I have enough. I think I bought enough, and I have enough to make enough projects, and I'm going to use all my scraps and make scrap hats for those cancer patients, and just work out the basket of scraps, because I have a basket of scraps, so it needs to go down. So when that goes down and I start moving yarn from my stash to the basket of scraps, I will maybe purchase some more yarn, because I purchased enough for now. You know, I have projects I want to do, and I think I have enough weight of yarn that I can actually knit up something. So right now I feel happy because I don't have any neighbors next door where I record my video in front of the window, so nobody's looking at me, unless there's a ghost in the house that's looking at me, or they're working in the house and they're looking at me. But yeah, you can say, remember my last podcast, remember my blog, it was raining and snowing and it was crazy. Yeah, this week has been all sunshines and nice weather. Happy sunshine, like sitting outside and knitting and all that goodness. But I haven't. So, but yeah, when I go out, I usually go out like this and be happy, because it's really, as has been, yesterday was really hot, and today it feels like it's gonna be the same weather. So it's crazy weather here. Last time it was raining and snowing, and now it's sunshines and nice hot weather. I guess summer is approaching soon, you know. It's because spring here is pretty not, like, you get the flowers, the leaves come out, whatever, and then like snow and rain. What the heck? But yeah. The other things, I don't know what else am I gonna cast on. I plan to cast on the shawl from the Hui logo. I don't know the name because I totally forgot about it. But yeah, I am going to finish what I have started knitting, and if something else, if I don't do a video, not this week, because this one is this week's video, 2 weeks after this, I have not worked on anything new. That's why I didn't made a video last week when I was supposed to, because I had not finished anything. I was going to show you the same progress on the same stuff, and unless you want to see like just the same stuff again and again, you know, it's not nice, it's not entertaining, it's boring, it's very boring. Just yeah, I saw that, yeah, it's been the same thing, yeah, okay, why are you showing this? Yeah, so when I have only whips, yeah, I do a video with only whips, okay. But if I still, the week has passed and the next week I have only whips and they're the same things, I'm not going to show the progress or anything, because I might have not even touched them. There's weeks that I feel like knitting at all. So yeah, it is a crime, but sometimes I have to do so many tasks, so many things that I don't actually sit down and knit. So that's that. One of the things that I did not show any progress, and that has been, it's in a project bag, I believe, and I threw it in the closet, was my Mother's Day's gift. No, I did. The last time I showed it to you, that's it. That's how it's been. I don't know. I think I might unravel it because I don't like the size and the fitting, and I might do some knitted shirt that I want for myself, but instead of doing it for myself, I'm gonna do it my mom's size. And it does recommend a fingering weight yarn, but I think with a 3 weight yarn, I think that one is like a 2 weight yarn, so it is a lighter fingering, a thicker fingering. I don't know what type of weight is that, but it is A2 in the ball, so I might rip it out and knit that shirt for my mom. It's still gonna be cotton, it's still gonna be light and airy, and I think she will like it more than the one that I was knitting, that I was crocheting. If I find another crochet pattern that is much simpler, it doesn't have that many chain repeats and a whole lot of stuff, I might do that too. I get bored so easily. My attention span is so bad. My memory has been like really bad. I have to keep track of everything, writing it down, putting a note on it. I don't know. It's being 26, I guess. I don't know. My brain, it's a little gas. I don't space out that much, but I do lack of attention span, and I just get bored really easily if something is like repeat. But that doesn't happen with when I'm knitting up a cardigan, because that one, well, yeah, my cardigan, when it comes to the ribbing part, I just get so frustrated with that. But I like when it goes to the knit and purl parts. For me, they're super easy, they're super nice, and I don't have to focus that much because I know what to do. Oh, and I learned how to purl differently, so it is almost the same technique as knitting, because I am a continental knitter, because I crochet, so I'm used to having my yarn on this hand, so I like continental better than English style knitting that you hold the yarn with this hand while you're holding the needle. I tried reverse knitting, but it was so hard, and I was slower than just purling the regular way I was doing it, so forget about that. But I have learned to, because before I let go of the yarn when I was purling, and I used to purl really tight, and now I just leave it in my finger and purl like I was knitting, and it's so much faster. Like, I do a purling row like just really fast, which is really awesome. And I am, my knitting has been getting better, as you saw in the fabric. Right here too, you can see this is garter, but it looks pretty nice, and it's blocked, so, but I think I have pretty nice tension on this project, on this shawl. I've been working my usual schedule. And why did I do the video today? Because Sunday is Mother's Day, and I'm going to spend it with my husband, and I don't want to make a video on Mother's Day. But that is what I'm doing, what I'm working, what I'm thinking of doing, and what I plan to do in the future. You just have to sit down and wait and see what am I casting on next. the other thing I was going to say, I'm still going to cast on the hat for my daughter. I'm still going to cast on the little cardigan thingy, but in pink, because she loves pink and she needs one in pink. I think I finished with that. So just stay tuned here, and you might not see me next week, but you might see me the week after that. So I do videos every 2 weeks. Hopefully I will have a progress on my stuff, and I will have stuff finished for you guys to see. And I hope all you that are mothers and you're watching my video, you have an excellent Mother's Day and an excellent weekend. And I'll see you next time, and just keep on working with your projects, keep on knitting, keep on crafting, and be you and make whatever makes you happy. So I'll see you next time. Bye.